So I'm making a new multi-scale acoustic guitar and it's time to cut the fretboard. So unlike a regular fretboard where all the frets are parallel, all the frets on this fretboard are going to be at different angles relative to the center line. I've chosen this piece of highly figured Indian ebony. Quite like the figuring in that. One of the things about the Indian ebony fretboard blanks is they're not straight, they're not parallel on the sides, they taper. So it's narrower at this end and wider at this end. We need to keep the center line of the fretboard parallel with the center line of the jig, which I'm going to show you. So I've attached it to this backing board and made sure that the center line of the fretboard blank is lined up the center line of the backing board. The other thing is I have finished the fretboard to its final thickness and I've put a 16-inch radius on it. That's the radius I'm looking for. And so it's ready to go. One of the reasons I've done that is that when I cut the fret slots, I want them all to be the same depth all the way across. And once we've got that done, as long as we follow the radius on the top with our saw and we have the depth set appropriately, we'll end up with the right depth. So to do that, I have the Hosco fret slotting saw. It has a 0.6mm kerf, which is ideal for most frets, the tang on most frets. And the other thing is that from the backing strip to the tip of the teeth is 19mm. So I want to cut a 2.5mm depth fret slot. So I've attached a piece of MDF, just a piece of 3mm MDF, a spacer, could be anything, but it's 16.5mm wide. So that means that the amount of the teeth that are sticking out the bottom of that spacer is 2.5mm. And so as I work my way across the fretboard, I'm going to get perfect 2.5mm depth all the way across. But that's because it's pre-radiused. In order to get the frets in the right place and at the right angle, we have the template. And in order to make the template, which has got a whole range of slots in it, it's a bit hard to see because it's clear, but we need the basic information. I think there's about 6 or 7 bits of information. The 2 scale lengths, the scale length for the treble sided, the scale length for the bass side string, the width of the nut, the string spread at the nut, the string spread at the saddle, and also which fret we want to make vertical. Typically it's around the 7th fret, 6th, 7th, 8th, somewhere there. In this case it's the 7th fret. And then we can produce a template like this which tells us precisely where all the frets go and at what angle. What we need then is to be able to use a jig to set those angles. So this is the jig that I've developed. It'll be available from Guitar Templates, and it has a fence on it that we can vary the angle of that, and we'll line it up as we go along, 1 fret at a time, and cut each fret as we go. So that's it. Let's go and cut some frets. Okay, so we're getting ready to go. What I've done is I've coated or covered the fretboard with some pale coloured masking tape so that when I draw the pencil lines on here, they're going to be very clear and easy to see. We're going to mark where the fret slots have to go first, and then we'll set it up in the jig and we'll start cutting. So just a couple of comments. The slots in the template are around 1.5 to 2mm wide, so that you can get the tip of pretty much any kind of pencil through there. Obviously, the pencil can move backwards and forwards in that slot, so the idea is to consistently draw all the pencil lines hard up against the same side of the slot all the way down. The other thing is how many fret slots. In this case, the guitar will have 20 frets, so I only need to mark up to the 20th fret. Okay, so there we have it, the multi-scale fretboard. All the frets are precisely located and cut to precisely the right depth of 2.5 millimeters, 20 fret slots. So the template to get everything laid out in the right locations and the jig itself will be available through guitartemplates.com.au, and if you've got any questions or any interest, then please get in touch with me through either armstronglutherie.com.au or at Guitar Templates. Happy building.